breaking news that's just coming in the Tarun Tejpal case. He had applied for interim relief in Goa court. He's been granted that till 2:30 this afternoon. That is the latest that's just coming in. We'll try and get you more details of that. Remember, Goa police swooped down on Tarun Tejpal's residence early this morning in Delhi, but there had been no trace of Tarun Tejpal since morning. In the latest that's just coming in, interim bail has been granted to Tehelka founder Tarun Tejpal, who's been battling very serious charges. He's been granted relief till 2:30 in the afternoon. That's the interim relief that's come for him. Anticipatory bail plea that he had applied for, that plea will be heard at about 2:30 this afternoon. That's the latest we are getting at this point. We'll try and get you more details on that. So that's the big news coming in. Some relief coming Tarun Tejpal's way. An interim bail has been granted to the Tehelka founder Tarun Tejpal, who's been charged in a rape case. We have Kamlesh Sutar joining us on the phone line. Kamlesh, what are the details?
The lawyers of Tarun Tejpal had used an anticipatory bail in the Goa Session Court, and while hearing the application, initially the judge said that he's postponed the matter for tomorrow, but the lawyers pleaded that the cops have been hounding Tarun Tejpal, places related to Tarun Tejpal, including the lawyer's house, and based on the merit, the judge said that the matter would be heard in the afternoon. After that, the lawyers also pleaded that in the meantime, till the matter is heard, some interim relief should be given to their client, that is Tarun Tejpal. In the meantime, he should not be arrested, and that he was accepted by the court. At this point of time, this technically this means that till 2:30, Tarun Tejpal gets an amnesty, he would not be arrested. He gets an interim relief till 2:30 p.m. The matter again comes up in the same court at 2:30 when the matter would be heard. His anticipated bail would come up for hearing, and decision would be taken based on that.
All right, Kamlesh, just stay on with me. This is the big news that's coming in at this point from courts in Goa. Tehelka founder Tarun Tejpal has got interim relief from the courts. He cannot be arrested till 2:30 in the afternoon when his anticipatory bail plea comes up for hearing at a Goa Session Court. That's the latest just coming in since morning. There's been speculation about his whereabouts, whether or not he's going to be arrested by Goa police, who would come armed with a non-bailable warrant against Tarun Tejpal in connection with the rape case of one of the Tehelka staffers. So in the latest that's coming in, he's got some relief. He cannot be arrested till 2:30 in the afternoon.
But where exactly Tarun ask them to create some space here. We cannot. Ravi, your diary. Yeah, create some space here. Yes, we are going the way talking. We'll not talk here.
Trying to get a word in from the lawyers to get more clarity on the situation as it stands right now. But from what we are learning, the hearing in Tarun Tejpal anticipatory bail case has now been posted for 2:30 this afternoon. That's when the Goa Session Court will decide on Tehelka founder Tarun Tejpal's anticipatory bail plea. In the meantime, he's got interim relief till 2:30 this afternoon, which means he cannot be arrested till then.
Wait.
All right, we're just trying to get a word in from the lawyer and know the exact details of the court order.
You got interim relief from the court till what time? Till 2:30 today.
Anticipatory bail plea now posted for 2:30 this afternoon.
The surety is personal bond of 20,000 rupees.
Okay. So are you hopeful of getting the bail?
We have got the interim relief. We'll get the bail. Us here, what is this? But where exactly Tarun ask them to create some space here. We cannot.
Ravi, your diary.
Yeah, create some space here. Yes, we are going the way talking. We'll not talk here.
All right, if we quickly go across to noted criminal lawyer Mr. Majid Memon, who's joining us on the phone line. Mr. Memon, just elaborate it for us. What does it really mean for Tarun Tejpal, the interim relief that he's got till 2:30 this afternoon, and then the anticipatory bail plea hearing at 2:30?
You see, the court has asked him, or rather permitted him, to approach the police or surrender before the police at 3:30 p.m. There's nothing to make so much noise about it. And I can't understand as to why the DIG of Goa had to hold a press conference yesterday and then make a public announcement that the investigating officer has declined to give him any time. And then his lawyers write that, well, I would appear tomorrow. That is what Tarun has informed the investigating agency. I can't understand what was the necessity of obtaining an on-bail warrant and taking a team of 7 officers from Goa at the public expense to travel to Delhi to resist. It is something very unheard of and most improper on the part of the investigating agency. Why are we trying to withhold somebody? This man has to surrender to law. The law takes its own course. The law deals with him effectively as people would want. That's all. Why should we make a big issue out of it?
Mr. Memon, just to get more clarity, the fact that he's got this interim relief, does that brighten his chances of getting an anticipatory bail, or are these two separate issues that cannot be mixed up?
No, but the relief that has been granted to him is that till 3:30 p.m. today, he did not be arrested, when he makes a statement probably to the court that he would himself present before the investigating agency. Well, that's all. It's something very normal. A person being called for investigation, for questioning, would appear before the investigating officer, and in ordinary course, he would be questioned, and then, if necessary, arrest would be effected. You need not make a big issue out of it. I am afraid this is a matter which is being unnecessarily blown out of proportion, and it is appearing as though it's a...
Ultimately, he'll be an under trial. He's not that he's not going to face trial. And Mr. Tejpal has sent a letter to the Goa police telling them, firstly, please believe I will cooperate with you in every way. I think that's the underlying thing. It's not that we are going away. We want to cooperate in every way. Now, the court has said that the court has issued notice to the state and has said she will hear us at 2:30. And in the meantime, Mr. Tejpal has been given interim protection by the court on a personal bond.
Ma'am, where is Tarun Tejpal, ma'am? Where is Tarun Tejpal?
See, the question is, Tarun Tejpal has to be available with the court and with the police when the police call him for investigation. Now, let me make this clear that at the first instance, police have only issued a summons to him, which was the first summons. Now, he has to be given reasonable time to come, and he will appear before the police. But nobody is denying that he will not appear. You know, there is a provision under the law which says that every person who does not live in the city should give at least a reasonable time to come.
But he himself said that he would present himself today.
See, what we will do is, once the matter is in court, I cannot say further because I would then be saying something which is sub judice. I don't want to comment further, but he will cooperate. I don't think a single... Mr. Tejpal has maintained his dignity, has maintained the dignity of the situation, has shown his respect for the law. He has only gone to the law. He has... I think you have to... We all have to respect it. We are before the court at 2:30. In the meantime, the court has given interim protection. I'm not... We are his representative. We are in court. Anything. We are in court. You know, it's not right for us to say more than this.
Thank you very much.
All right, so that was Tarun Tejpal's lawyer who was saying that Mr. Tejpal has been given interim relief by the court on a personal bond that he had filed. He's cooperating with the Goa police. In fact, he had sent a letter to Goa police promising cooperation. He's not running away from law and he is going to face trial. Mr. Majid Memon is still with us on the phone line. Mr. Memon, so what do you make of the raids that were carried out by Goa police this morning? They came a cropper. Do you think it's been exercise in futility?
Now see, please, your viewers must understand that absolutely independently, if you examine the legal position, you would arrive at, such a conclusion that in a given situation, only two factors would operate for the police to resort to coercive methods in securing the presence of somebody before law. And those two factors are, one, that if there is substantive material to suggest that the accused person is likely to run away, make himself scarce, disappear from law, and make it difficult for justice to secure him. If that is the first factor, it exists, then the police is justified in adopting coercive course. And the second is that if the accused within this short time of some hours, like 24 hours or 16 hours, we have been playing the hide and seek game for the last 48 hours. If in these short periods of some hours, if the accused is likely to destroy evidence or tender evidence, in that case also the police would be justified in adopting coercive force. But I don't think in the case of Tejpal, present case on hand, either of these two factors exist. On the contrary, the accused himself wrote to the police yesterday that he needed some time. He is in Delhi, the matter is in Goa, he has to travel, he has received a summons only a couple of hours earlier, he would come the next day, but then the police has, the DIG holds a press conference and sends a team of 7 people to the, what is all this halagulla about? Therefore, now today, the Sessions Judge has rightly protected this man till 3:30 when he is supposed to appear before the investigating agency, and all that I expect as an absolutely impartial and fair assessment of the whole thing, that the officers would question him and must not rush to arrest him to please some people. You are not supposed to play at the gallery, nor are you supposed to satisfy the ego of a certain section of society. What you are supposed to do is to follow law strictly, absolutely unperturbed by what is happening outside. The police officers would do his duty well within the 4 corners of the code of criminal procedure by putting appropriate questions to the accused person and then following law as laid by Supreme Court in Jogendra Kumar's case and Maitre's case, and there are several cases. I don't think we have to teach law to the DIG or the investigating officers. They know their duty well. I am only afraid that if Tejpal is not entitled to a special treatment to advantage, he is at the same time in the same breed not liable to suffer unequal or disadvantageous treatment at the hands of the police at the some political party or some individual.
All right. So, Mr. Memon, just very briefly, you think the fact that the Goa police first procured non-bailable warrants against Mr. Tejpal and then today carried out these raids at his residence and some of the other properties, it actually reeks of some sort of a political bias, as has been suggested by Mr. Tejpal himself?
It appears so. I would not be in a position to endorse what Mr. Tejpal has been thinking or talking about. But I must tell you, absolutely independently, if you assess the whole situation, what is the need for the police to raid? Is he charged with smuggling? Is he charged with terrorist activities? Is he charged with murder? All that is needed is on the concerned 2 days, 7th and 8th November, whatever they are. You know, what is the evidence of his mobile use or his laptop use or his email use, etc. That's all. If the accused surrenders all these things to the police without any hesitation, then in that even there was no need for the police to even raid or search.